folks, go ahead and get your Chromebooks out while I finish my attendance. See on the board now. All you are doing today is plugging away at that argument essay. Remember, the argument essay is comprised of that part 1 with your claim and evidence, and your part 2B with your counterclaim and rebuttal. Now, if you look on the board, first of all, I want to say I'm not concerned about these numbers. Technically, this assignment is not due until tonight, right? So these are all early submissions that are being counted on the board. Period 4s is skewed because I counted them as they submitted them in class today. So that's why they have so many more. What I will say about that, though, is that we can't play a game or watch a movie until I have at least 50% of any given class's submissions. So tonight, when you go home, and the due date comes at you tonight at the end of the night, I'm going to need at least 15 submissions from this class in order to do something fun tomorrow. If I don't have 15 submissions, we have to plug away at this again tomorrow. All right? Please do not assume that someone else in the class will make up that 15. Pretend like the burden is on your shoulders to get it done. All right? I thought I would open my wine allocation for the winery that I am a member of. And luckily I have a wine expert behind the camera today.
It's me! I work there.
So she can tell you all about the wines that I'm about to pull out of this box. It's great, I can't remember what any of them are. So we have one called Tapestry. Florence, tell us about this wine.
Tapestry's a great wine. I believe, test me, it's Cabernet Franc.
Yes.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Correct.
Merlot.
A little bit, yes.
Okay, great. Chamberson?
No.
No. Okay, well, I got the big
Syrah.
3. Syrah's the other one, but it's a very small percentage. And
it's 35%.
It's a great it's a great wine. It's a fantastic wine. Nice body to it. Grown in a bunch of different places. We get the grapes from a bunch of different places, but they're all local Maryland grapes, and it's just a lovely wine for your just like winter dining.
Awesome. Next, we have a bunch of these little things, and an Albarino. I know you like those because you used to live in Alba.
That has nothing to do with it.
That's
Albarino
okay.
is the name of the grape. It's originally a Spanish and Portuguese
okay.
grape. 100% Albarino, grown most of it on our home vineyard with a little bit from another vineyard, but I'm pretty sure almost all of it is from our home vineyard. Kind of tropically, super delicious, and I love it.
She likes it because she used to live in Alba, and if I say it with enough confidence, it becomes correct.
That's wine. That's wine for you.
That's what I'm teaching my students about argument. Anyway, this is a Cabernet Franc. It says home vineyard. Is that the name of it?
100% Cabernet Franc. The home vineyard tells you where the grapes were grown, so it's 100% Cabernet Franc from our home vineyard, which is the farm on which the winery tasting room stands. So when you drive in there and you see all the grapevines, those are the grapes. That's the home vineyard. So 100% of the grapes from the home vineyard. So that bottle that you see right here, the grapes never leave the premises until you buy it. It's bottled there. It's grown there. it's all there.
So that's all that I've got in this box.
Did you get a nice card?
Merry Christmas.
Did they give you a card?
They did.
Okay, good. I was about to say, if they didn't give you a card, I'll bring you a card.
It's back here.
Okay, cool.
Hey again, everybody. This is Sarah coming to you on the next day, on Friday evening, fresh off of my final work day of 2023. And I actually stopped at Target on my way home, which is normally would be considered a fairly bad idea, like the weekend before Christmas. But I thought if I went right after work, it wouldn't be too bad. And I'm not going to say that it was like ideal, but it was not like that bad. Most people I think were there picking up like Christmas gifts, but I was actually there picking up a couple things for myself. So I wanted to show you what they were. The first one was an impulse buy, and not a fancy impulse buy, but I got some fruit snacks. I could really find like the family size. I've been impulse buying food a lot lately. I don't know, maybe that's a stress reaction. So I've already, as you can see, cracked into those. The main reason I was actually there was to buy a DVD player. Obviously I have a TV, but I have a collection of DVDs and I had no DVD player, so I couldn't watch them. Last year when I wanted to watch my DVDs, because I had access to our like the back room of our media services department at my old school, because I worked in the media department. There were portable DVD players that we would lend out to, you know, teachers for classes to plug into the laptop so that you could watch movies with your class. And I would just sort of go back and grab one and take it home on a night when I wanted to watch a movie, and then just bring it back and put it back. I can't do that now. I'd have to ask every single time, and it would become very clear that I wasn't using it for work purposes. So I got this one. Originally I wasn't going to get this one because it has the like Wi-Fi built in for streaming services, and because I have a smart TV, I was like, I don't need that, so that feels like unnecessary. But weirdly enough, because most people stream these days, Target didn't have a huge range of DVD, like Blu-ray DVD players on offer. So the other one they had didn't come with the HDMI cable that I would need to set it up. It would not necessarily work for Blu-rays. It just was not what I needed. This was the only one they had that had what I needed. And it was a pretty good price. It was only $30 more than the other one that I was looking at. So I will install that probably later tonight so I can watch some movies. I also bought a 2024 planner. I wandered the whole aisle. I couldn't find this for a long time. I could find other planners, but I specifically was like, I want the exact planner that I have this year, except for 2024, because it has exactly the right amount of space. I'm just opening up to a random page. It has exactly the right amount of space for the number of things that I want to put on there. So I found that, and I can set that up over winter break. I also bought measuring spoons. I wanted to get more durable measuring spoons because the ones I have are like the really cheap plastic ones that you can get from like the grocery store. And the problem is I keep forgetting how fragile they are. So if like I'm trying to scrub off like a particularly hard stain, like if I use curry powder or turmeric or something, and I'm trying to scrub off the stain, it is really easy for me to just like scrub that cheap thin plastic spoon a little bit too hard, and twice now I have broken one. So I need ones that I'm not going to break. I'm keeping the other ones just so I have extras, like the ones that I haven't broken, but I have a set that is more durable to make up for the ones that I keep snapping in half. And then the last thing I bought was a stock pot. This is heavy. So I had a really, really old like stock pot, soup pot, up until this fall, and then it just like, it was not cleaning right anymore. It was kind of cooking weird, and I had it for like a decade, and I'm not sure it was that great quality to begin with.
So I really needed to get another one. I threw that one out weeks and weeks ago, and I've just been like cooking things that don't need the size of a pot. But obviously it's soup season and I want to make like larger amounts of soup. So I got myself a stock pot. This was not, the DVD player is a little bit more expensive than this, but not much. This is one of the most expensive things I bought, and it wasn't that bad. But it's a good quality one. I think it's going to be useful in the kitchen as we get further and further into the cold weather months.